Welcome back, guys. I'm Zell, and we've done it, guys. We have went over the top. We're over 1,000 subscribers now, and that's just awesome. And I say we because it isn't just me sitting here behind the desk. Just like I told you at 100 subscribers. It's all of us. We're forming a community around something that we have a common interest in, and it's just awesome. So I told you guys on Instagram, and I may have said it in the video, that whenever we reach 1,000 subscribers, we're going to get a look at the Todd Knife and Tool field chopper, and we're going to start a giveaway on it. We'll get a look at that field chopper, well, a closer look at the field chopper here in a minute, but here it is for now. We'll get a top down here in a minute, and we'll talk about the giveaway. For a moment here, I want to say thanks, guys. You know, whenever I started this YouTube journey of sorts, I wanted to be a little different, and hopefully I've achieved that to some extent. I've tried to up our production quality a little at a time without going over the top. You know, I have had some comments about our background. Some people think that's unprofessional, but, you know, if you think it's unprofessional, let me know. But there will be changes in it, evolutions as it were, you know, or as it is. We've done that a couple times already, and we'll be doing another evolution of our background soon as I move some of the tools out to the shop. And that's another point of interest that I want to talk about real quick before we get into the knife. Just this morning, I told you guys whenever we got to around 1,000 subscribers or so, it was going to open me up to be able to do more with the channel, more for you guys. And it has happened. This morning, I called George up at Northridge Tool, and I ordered an actual professional 2x72 belt grinder. And whenever we get done with this video, I'm going to get back over here and I'm going to order some of the accessories that I'm going to need for that belt grinder to work and build some knives. And don't everybody get antsy. The standard knife reviews are not going away. The drinking and thinkings are not going away. Some of the knife reviews we may do different knives or a little fewer of those here and there. But I think the cool thing that I hope to bring to the channel is whenever I start a knife build, you guys will get to see an encapsulated version of that build whenever starting with the sketch or starting with the Fusion 360 drawing or whatever it is that I start with to the finished product, with either all or most all of the steps in between, with the frustrations and with the wins that happen with each build. And as far as the knives I make go, some of them will go up for sale, some of them will probably be parts of giveaways, and some of them will be failures. It's just the way it is. But anyhow, that was one of the things that I was hoping to be able to bring to you guys. And it's not all because we got to 1,000 subscribers, but that is part of it. That gives me a little more leeway to do some more stuff with the channel because we're kind of breaking through. We're getting into that area where the channel can start to make some money, and I can start to use some of that money, of course, to put back into the channel because this is what I love doing for you guys. Anyhow, just wanted to kind of clue you in on that. I'll put a picture of the grinder right here. It's from Northridge Tool. Pretty nice grinder. It's the same grinder that Todd Knife and Tool uses to grind out his knives. And also, I bought some stuff from DD Work Rest, and I'm not going to put a picture up of that, but as soon as we got the grinder all running, we will have some videos on all that equipment. And of course, it's a celebration, so I've been having a little Mountain Dew and Gentleman Jack. And I know some of you think that that's bad, but I ran out of 4 roses, so I had to substitute something. So anyhow, guys, let's get down here and get a look at this knife. We'll have Molly help us out. All right, guys, let's get a look at the Todd Knife and Tool field chopper. To start with, we have a Cryptek printed Kydex sheath. And I made the sheath. It's pretty snug right now. Whomever wins it, if they would like me to loosen it up a little bit, if they don't have the ability or the know-how to do that, I can do that. But I left it kind of snug because it will loosen up over time. Anyhow, what we get with the Todd Knife and Tool Field Chopper is a 3.9 or so inch blade. It's just shy of 4 inches from our ricasso to our tip, and a 7 3/4 inch long overall length with a blade thickness of 0.19. So it's a pretty hefty little chopper. And it has been sharpened by me, and it has been used a little bit by me, and I'll explain why. Whenever Todd Knife and Tool built the field chopper, he built it out of 440C stainless. As we all know, 440C has a reputation in the current production world of being a second-class citizen steel. It's not the greatest stuff. You know, the Ganzos are good steel. They're not great, they're not awful. Boker makes some reasonable 440C, and some other companies do as well, but none of them ever stood up to, like that old 501 or 503, that old buck I've got that has 440C in it. That 440C was pretty freaking awesome. And I wanted to find out, both of us wanted to find out, if this 440C could stand up like that 440C in that old buck. And I'm here to tell you it did, and it exceeded it. I would put this 440C on par with, it's not quite Jason Browse D2, but it's damn fine. I sharpened this thing up. I used it around the house for, about a week or so, and it didn't get dull, so I went out and I used it around the property for a few days, doing all sorts of things with it. And it continued to stay sharp. I brought it back in, put it under magnification to check the edge. And the edge that's on it right now is the same edge that I put on it to begin with. It's a little dirty, I need to wipe it off. And it held up just extremely well. And that's what you're going to get. All I have done is strop this thing back out from the original sharpening I gave it. So I think you're getting a good one. You know, you may get it and find some deficiencies in it, but I sure didn't. The 440C here treated me really, really well. Anyway, back to look at the knife. We've got some jimping up across the spine, and that's some really effective jimping. I kind of laughed whenever I first saw it, but you get the knife in your hand, and because of the way the handle's configured, that jimping gives you a lot of power whenever you're going to do a push cut. So it works out great, and it's big enough that you can get a hold of it, but it's not going to hurt you. I really like that. Our sharpening job is, or our blade is full flat ground, about what is that, 7/8? The line's right here, so way up there. And of course we've got a standard 15-degree bevel down here, if I remember correctly. And then I convexed the tip. And the reason I convexed the tip was, looking at this knife, I didn't look at the front of the knife, at our Tonto edge, as an edge to be doing fine detail work or anything with. Every time I've dealt with a knife that's built like this, I use this area right here for that fine detail work, right here where the two edges meet. And that area right there is very sharp. It's all very sharp for that matter. So I convexed the front of it to give us a little bit stronger edge there, so that maybe it'll hold that edge longer. Now, it's not dull by any means. That convexed edge is definitely going to cut. It's not going to cut like our regular flat edge, but all of it is plenty sharp. But I just wanted you to know I did use it some. That's why there's some scratches on the blade. And the finish has got a little bit of stuff on it. But I just wanted to, it was kind of some product testing, if you will. And it passed with flying colors. So anyhow, what do you do to get yourself in line to win? Well, first you listen to me ramble on about another sheath. This is the first sheath that was made for the knife, and it's going to go with it. It's a Kydex material. It's got kind of a carbon fiber look to it. Now this one I wasn't terribly happy with. Whenever I got it done, I think, one, I put too many rivets in it, and secondly, the way I cut it, I wasn't able to soften all these edges. So I used it for a few days, and it worked fine. I just didn't like the look because of the edges not getting softened. But since this is the only knife that it will fit, it's obviously going in the package with the knife. So you'll get both of them. This one has this other style, I don't remember what these things are called, but the clip that opens and pivots and then closes down over your belt or whatever you're hooking it to. This one has a Spyderco G-clip on it, which I really like these. They're a bit hard to get on and off your belt unless you want to slide the belt through it, but they stay solid and they're built really, really well. So anyhow, to win the Todd Knife and Tool Field Chopper, you need to be, just like with the other Todd Knife and Tool knife, subscribed here and subscribed over at Todd Knife and Tool's YouTube channel. And I would suggest that you subscribe to both of our Instagram channels as well, or however, subscribe to us on Instagram, because as we're going along here, like I said, I picked up that Northridge tool grinder, and I'm going to be making some knives. Todd Knife and Tool's going to be sending some more knives up here. Some of them are going to be for giveaway, some of them are going to be for auction or sale, and if you want to see these knives first before anybody else sees them, Instagram is probably where it's going to be. And that's just, it's not anything against anybody on YouTube. It's just that to do a YouTube video, it takes several minutes, sometimes hours, to get the video done and produced and out the door, uploaded, all those things. Instagram is quick and easy, quick and dirty, if you will. I can take a couple of pictures, post them up on Instagram. 90 seconds later, from the time I take the picture, it's on Instagram and ready to go. Take a video, it's 2 or 3 minutes, and the video's up and ready to go. So it just allows me an outlet to get information out to you quicker. And that's probably where any new knives will show up first, is on Instagram, and then once they get closer to finished, they're going to show up here, of course. Or finished, they'll show up here. And that's going to be one of the cool things. But anyhow, the rules are 18. You need to have a U.S. mailing address. And unless I have dealt with you successfully through the mail in another country, please don't try to enter the contest. It'll just cause problems, and I apologize for that. But just like right now, one of the recent winners is having an issue. It's got stuck in customs or something. I don't know where it's at, because I can't see things in some countries once they leave the United States. I can't see tracking on them once they leave the U.S. So, 18 years old, U.S. mailing address, unless I've dealt with you successfully in the past, and subscribed here and over at Todd Knife and Tool. And I'd ask that you subscribe to our Instagrams too if you can't. If you don't have Instagram or don't have a smartphone, you can still get to Instagram on the web. I don't know that you can sign up there, or maybe you can, I don't remember. But you can view the channels or the different people on Instagram right there on the web at Instagram.com. Anyhow, I'm in down below in the comments here. And it needs to be a root comment, not a reply to another comment, or the picker won't see it. So, I'm in down below, 18, U.S. mailing address, and subscribed here and at Todd Knife and Tool. And just like last time, we'll be checking the subscription list, so don't try to weasel around that. Alright, another thing before we get out of here, over at Canadian Cutting Edge, you're going to need to get over there quick, because at 1,000 subs, he's going to be giving away a whole bunch of stuff. But you need to get over there quick, subscribe, and jump into Jake's giveaway. I'll put a link to his channel down in the description. And he's got a huge giveaway going on, guys. You're not going to want to miss that. And you're not going to want to miss Jake's content anyhow. He's got a lot of good content on budget folders and some fixed blades. And he's just really energetic about it and really loves all these knives. And guys, I really appreciate it. It's been awesome. We're moving forward, and we're able to do some more things. As the tools I've ordered recently get here, we're not gonna lose what we've been doing. The drinking and thinkings, the video reviews, they're all still gonna stay, but we're gonna get what I hope is a better mix of stuff over time. And it may take some time, but some knife making from the sketch or the Fusion 3D drawing, all the way through to the end, to the final product. Hopefully I can start getting some of those videos done in the next few months. I think it'd be a cool video, and I hope you do too. So anyhow, I really appreciate you hanging out with me to talk about this knife. Please get entered in the contest, because I'd really like to see a lot of entries and see this go out to somebody that's really, really going to enjoy it. This will be the second knife to go out to the public from Todd Knife and Tool. Number 1 was the Big Belly, and the Field Chopper will be number 2. And you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.